Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're setting out to uncover the story of someone really quite important, but maybe not as famous, Krishnaji Naik Bandal, a kind of silent hero from Maratha history. Our mission, really, is to bring his role out of the shadows, especially during a really chaotic time. We got some great sources.
Yeah, and just to give you some context, Krishnaji Naik Bandal, he wasn't just any local leader. He was a Maratha Sardar, a fort chief based around Pune, specifically the Bhor area. His family was influential there in the Desh region, and he was active right when things got tough under Sambhaji Maharaj, say 1680 to 89, early resistance stuff.
Okay, so Shivaji Maharaj passes away in 1680. Big moment. And there's the succession crisis, right? Lots of uncertainty, chiefs wondering who to back. But Krishnaji Naik Bandal, he makes a choice. He backs Sambhaji Maharaj, pledges loyalty. What did it actually mean on the ground?
Well, that's what's so interesting. It meant Sambhaji Maharaj put immediate trust in him, like right away. He gets appointed Kilidar, that's fort chief, for some really strategic spots, Barendar, Rohita, that whole Bor area.
Yeah.
So key defensive locations.
Exactly. It wasn't just symbolic. It showed, that Sambhaji recognized his ability and how vital those forts were. In a time when loyalties were shifting constantly, his support was a really big deal, an anchor.
Right, loyalty is one thing. But you mentioned his military impact. That's where it gets really interesting, isn't it? How did one regional leader actually push back against the Mughals? I mean, they were a massive force.
Yeah, his genius was in understanding the local terrain and asymmetric warfare, really. He knew he couldn't win huge battles. So 1681, Aurangzeb invades, huge Mughal army. What does Krishnaji do? He holds those key forts in the Pune region, delays them, buys time, crucial time.
Okay, slowing them down.
Then from about 1682 to 85, he's supporting these fort chains. Think of them like supply lines, helping the defense over in the Western Konkan region, keeping things moving.
So logistics, too, not just fighting.
Definitely. And then 1687, he really leans into guerrilla warfare near Rohita, Bhor, little local ambushes, secret raids on Mughal camps, keeping them constantly on edge. Hit-and-run tactics.
Precisely. And by 1688, he's coordinating with troops further inland, moving supplies, moving men from the interior out towards the coast. A real logistical coordinator.
So it's this mix of strategies then. Fort defense, yes, but also supporting the network, these quick attacks, and communication you mentioned, like sending messages.
Absolutely. Communication relay was key, getting secret messages through that network of forts and allies. What it shows is he could manage serious regional resistance without needing this massive single army. That's smart. That's strategy.
And what about him as a person? The sources talk about his character, right? Loyal is a word that keeps coming up.
Very much so. Loyal Sardar. The records are clear. He never betrayed Sambhaji Maharaj. Never switched to the Mughal side. And, a lot of people did back then when things looked bad.
So he stayed true.
Yeah. That's why we call him a silent hero. Working away in his region, holding things together, a trusted authority at those forts.
Okay, so that deep loyalty raises a question. What happens after 1689? Sambhaji Maharaj is captured. A huge blow. Does Krishnaji finally switch?
That's the thing. The sources are pretty clear. There's no record of him betraying the cause or joining the Mughals, none at all. The general belief, the understanding is that he just kept going, continued serving the Maratha cause, probably under Rajaram Maharaj during that sort of underground resistance phase, the Vanvasi Yuddha, the Forest War.
So he likely just carried on, but maybe less visibly.
Exactly. Faded from the main records, perhaps, but likely still active behind the scenes, doing that crucial, quiet work.
So wrapping this up, what's the takeaway? Krishnaji Naik Bandal, he really stands out as this regional powerhouse, doesn't he? Defending forts, keeping supplies moving, just a solid, silent pillar of resistance when things were incredibly tough for the Marathas. A reminder that history isn't just made by the people everyone knows.
Absolutely. And that really makes you think, doesn't it? How many other silent pillars are there in history? These regional figures, maybe not famous, but their loyalty, their strategy, it was essential. What kind of value do these sort of unsung local stories add? How do they change your picture of the past when you look beyond just the headlines and the big names? Something to ponder.